In his prime, Niki Lauda was one of the most famous and fastest people in sport. Formula One world champion 3 times, 2 of these titles came after an astonishing recovery from a crash that almost killed him. Andreas Nicolas Lauda was born in Vienna in 1949. By the age of 22, he'd built up enough racing car experience to be part of F1. By 1974, he'd been asked to drive for Italian car giants Ferrari. He finished 4th for a team that had been struggling, and his input to improve the car proved invaluable, because in 1975 he became world champion. He was even more dominant in '76, until a horrific and infamous crash at the Nürburgring in Germany. Lauda had urged his fellow drivers to boycott the race over safety concerns, but it went ahead, and on the second lap his Ferrari swerved off the track and burst into flames. He was trapped in the wreckage, suffering severe burns, damage to his lungs, and was left in a coma. He survived, severely scarred, but incredibly missed just 2 races. He returned to resume his duel with English driver James Hunt, but with physical and psychological scars.
The first week after the accident I couldn't take any decisions at all because it was too bad. And after, when I was feeling good, I wanted to race again.
Lauda retired from the final race of the season after just 2 laps, concerned with the torrential rain. Hunt completed the race in 3rd place to win the '76 drivers' title by a single point. Lauda did manage to reassert himself, dominating the '77 season to regain his title. When he left Ferrari, there was a lean period, including 2 short retirements. But by 1982, he was back winning races with McLaren and part of another famous rivalry, this time with teammate Alain Prost. He beat the Frenchman to the '84 World Drivers' title by just half a point. When he finally retired as a driver at the end of the '85 season, there was still plenty to keep him busy. He ran his own airline, and yes, there were times he was back in the cockpit as a pilot. And had 5 children by the time his second wife gave birth to twins in 2009. Management positions included a return to Ferrari in the '90s, and he was non-executive chairman of Mercedes when they signed Lewis Hamilton in 2012. An understandably popular figure, he's left the team in mourning.
So all I can really say, thank you very much, and I take my hat down of every one of you here and up there and say thank you very much.
Part of his legacy will be his dedication to driver safety. The damage from the '76 crash was always there, but the talent, trophies and powers of recovery are what should define Niki Lauda. Lee Wellings, Aljazeera.